The Home Pros Radio Show.
Season's greetings and welcome to the Home Pros Radio Show podcast. I'm Tommy Donovan with RIC Home Inspections and your co-host for the Home Pros Radio Show. We're down to just the last couple of days in the holiday shopping season, and if you're in a bind to get that perfect gift for the DIYer in your life, well, the Home Pros are here to the rescue. Just recently on the show, Shane and I reviewed some of our favorite recommendations for gift ideas. Our list starts with an idea that is pretty basic but is guaranteed to please. And even better, it's one that you can put together last minute. Let's join the conversation. Do you have everything checked off of your Christmas list? What can you get for the DIYer in your home that you haven't bought their present for yet? Well, how about a toolbox full of tools? That's right. You can create a collection of your recipient's favorite tools, or at least the ones that are used the most, and organize them in a tool bag or a toolbox that can keep all of these tools in one place.
That is very handy, even for someone that uses tools regularly.
Even for someone who is a tool.
You got it. Because honestly, like even someone that uses their tools all the time, things go missing. Here and there.
Yeah.
So I think it's ideal, to get a whole new set. I mean, it's hard for someone else to buy. It's sort of like clothes. It's hard to have someone else buy your tools for you because there's certain tools you need more, certain ones you like a certain type and all this. But I would say a complete set of tools would be something I would love.
Even basic wrenches, set of screwdrivers, Phillips, flathead.
Yes.
All of those, nut drivers, wrenches, just the basics, because you can never have enough of them. You either get them, believe it or not, they can break, they can be stripped, they can, they can end up lost.
Yeah. My screwdrivers double as my floor joist tester.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I lose quite a few screwdrivers under houses because if you've been crawling around under a house for 30 minutes to an hour, and you get out of there and you discover your screwdriver's not in your pocket anymore, you're not going to go back for it.
That's
At least I don't.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'll pick up another screwdriver, the next time.
You get out of that crawl space too, and your thought is like, where am I going next? Let me just get out of here. You're not like, okay, do I have this and this and this? Ugh. And there's nothing worse than getting out and then going, oh. Now, I've had to go back for cell phones.
Well, cell phone I'll go
cameras,
back for.
But yeah.
Yeah, and plus, a lot of times you don't know what part of that crawl space it actually fell out of your pocket in. It's like, okay, am I going to go back and backtrack everything I just did? And I mean, just and people borrowing tools. I mean, I have guys that borrow my tools. Like if there's a certain, I mean, they all have their own tools, but if there's a certain thing that they need that they don't have that day or whatnot, just go get it out of my toolbox and 9 times out of 10, it never gets back in my toolbox. And it is what it is.
Here's one for you. I actually had one, I don't know when this happened, but I ended up coming out of a crawl space at some point, and one of my knee pads, the strap fell off. Mm-hmm. And so I've been, for the past 2 weeks, crawling crawl spaces with one knee pad. Because I'm like, I don't want to have to go buy another one.
I figured you had duct tape on.
No, that's a good idea. Duct tape will do everything.
It will. It fix knee pads.
Before I even would go back to the store to buy a new set of knee pads, I went back to that house. We went through the yard. Well, the house was vacant, but I was like going through the yard going, where did that strap go? I know it's somewhere around here, but I couldn't find it.
Right. But,
all right.
And at these home improvement stores, you can actually get there's certain buckets and bags and all that come. I mean, depending on what the person does, mostly that you're dealing with, they have certain products that are together that have everything.
Yeah.
I mean, because I've bought people like say the pink little bag with the hammer and just that, for someone, that first time homeowner, maybe they don't have any tools, I've bought people those, for Christmas and all, just it's a starter kit, if nothing else, until they decide to get their own stuff.
And then another thing that's really cool is there are some of these tool bags or toolboxes even are designed specifically for certain trades. Mm-hmm. Like I have one that's meant for an electrician. I love this. It's just a little square little bag that it has a place for the electrical tape. It has a place for all the electrical testers and everything else.
Is it green and gray or green and black?
It's blue and black.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's funny how we can sort of figure out where it came from and what brand it may be.
But those things are cool, and folks who are DIYers, they're into stuff like this. I mean, that's the reason why they're do-it-yourselfers, because they like nifty little cool stuff like that. So, another idea, if you have someone that you have in mind who maybe has a workshop or does woodworking or something like that, I saw this one. I thought was a great idea. How about a coffee mug warmer?
Perfect.
Yeah. So, if you're like me, I love my coffee. I love to be able to have it over where I need it. And I hate cold coffee. I want my coffee hot.
Right.
Just plugs into an outlet. It's available for $10 to $25. It's a cheap gift and a very handy gift, which you can get through Amazon.com, for example.
Yeah, and you have some of the people you have that want to drink out of a coffee cup because it still feels like like that. But I mean, you could also get like a double walled cup.
Yeah,
like a nicer cup. I don't know if that was something you were considering talking about, but I mean that would be another option. But yeah, I know. Going back to my Navy days, I was thinking about the old salty chiefs that had to have their coffee mug, because it wasn't the same if you're drinking out of something else. That
you're right, and
certain people like that coffee mug feel,
Yeah, for the person who does like having a ceramic mug, being able to have a coffee mug warmer like this. It's not going to be effective on a stainless steel double walled mug, 'cause it's not going to warm anything up. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the old-fashioned way. So that's a good gift and an inexpensive gift. That's where I'd love to have one of those in my garage where all my woodworking stuff is. And speaking of which, here's one for a garage. One of my favorite upgrades I've seen for a garage out there is the retracting extension cord reel.
Yes.
I hate
very
cords.
handy.
I hate cables. And they always, I don't know why, but they always seem to find a way to get tangled.
Yes, no matter how good you tie it up, wrap it up, however you put it up, it's still going to get messed up.
So whether you're woodworking, like I've been talking about, or changing the oil, or charging up your cordless mower, even non-DIYers will love the retracting extension cord reel. You can hang it from the ceiling. You can tuck it away in the corner, pull that cord out when you need it. When you're done, unhook it, and hopefully you got a good retractable one. It zips right back in.
Yeah, so. And don't get corners on those, because if you go for the absolute cheapest one, chances are it may not pull back in after a couple of uses. So that's one of those things. Just an idea.
And they're not that expensive.
Right.
Prices start around $50 at any home center and a big box store. You can get them on Amazon.com.
And it's worth it.
We got one to use for outdoors that you just reel it in.
Right.
And that one came actually, and here's another tip, is if you're going to buy one of these that you hand reel in, usually they come with the cord on them. Go ahead and get the thickest gauge cord you can, because then that you're going to be able to have the capacity to pull whatever power you want. You never know. One day you might have a radio plugged into it, but the next day you might have a leaf blower or something.
Right.
And the longer you go, the thicker the gauge you're going to want.
Or a whole bunch of Christmas lights.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Clark Griswold.
Absolutely.
Oh, another one for a garage that I really like. Some people use the hanging tennis ball. You seen that?
Yes. My mom has one of those.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or they'll put a little bumper,
like a curb.
Yeah, in their garage to make sure they don't pull in too far. Well, how about this one? It's the new improved parking buddy. It's the Smart Homes Laser Garage Parking System. So this unit mounts to your ceiling of your garage, and you can position there's a laser that shoots out of it, and you position the beam so that it shines down right on your dashboard, right when your car hits the right spot. So each time you enter the garage, a motion detector triggers that laser, and when the spot hits your dashboard, you know to stop. You know you've landed your spaceship.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yep. This is the perfect gift to the parking challenge people in your life. You just plug it in with an AC adapter, 9-volt battery, and there's a 2-car model even that has 2 lasers on it. And you're only looking about $20. The single car version is $15. That's available at a website called smarthome.com or also through amazon.com. I don't even know if this is pronounced right. Knipex adjustable plier wrench.
Yeah, that's how you say wrench.
I don't know how to. Very good. You got me there on that one. Knipex. I don't know how to say that.
Either Knipex or Nipix.
Nipix? It might be
It's
Nipix.
one of the two, I'm sure.
So, how many times have you needed a wrench but found yourself with just slip joint pliers?
Oh, many times.
Yeah. So, you can loosen the nut or bolt with the pliers, but you'll hack it up. Something awful. As this article says, the adjustable jaws of the Knipex adjustable plier wrench, again, forgive me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but it's worth it to know about this. The adjustable jaws always close in a parallel position so you can loosen or tighten hex or square nuts and bolts without damage. And you can use it just like ordinary pliers, too. It's available in two versions, a 7-inch and a 10-inch, at tooldiscounter.com or through amazon.com. So you got a 7-inch and a 10-inch size. You're looking at a 7-inch size is $35, 10-inch $40. How about a cordless drill holster?
Oh, yeah.
I'm always like, where the heck did my drill go? I put it down somewhere, can't find it. Well, it's always helpful to have it right at your hip. So, if Dad already has a good power drill, the next best gift is a great holster for it. This custom drill holster keeps his favorite tool at the ready while he works. It also holds several smaller tools, like all the screws he's trying to keep up with, making every DIY project go a lot smoother. And of course, if he doesn't already have a good power drill, you can never go wrong with a drill set, a battery powered drill set. Do you have a favorite brand?
No.
No.
Honestly, because I've used so many different ones, there's not one I would necessarily say that's better. Well, now I use Milwaukee, and Milwaukee seems to hold its value pretty good. You know, I've used all of them though.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
I've used DeWalt. I've used Ryobi. This particular article refers to Rigid.
Yep. I've used Rigid. I've had DeWalt, Rigid, and now I'm on Milwaukee. The thing with the battery power toolkits that gets me, and I understand why it works this way, is because you have the kit, and you've had it for a while. Once your first battery goes out, because the battery is what's going to stop working.
Yeah.
It's not long till the next one. So it gives you a bad taste about that brand, because as soon as it just seems like it's all happening at the same time, because it really is. Because once that first battery is about to die, the chances are the next one's going to go out shortly after. So then you start thinking, God, I hate whatever brand this is, because they all go bad at the same time.
You know, I tell you what I've done too is mine I've used for so long, when the batteries have finally gone out, I can't just go get a new battery just about, because the design has changed. Mm-hmm. I've noticed these hand tools have gotten smaller and smaller since I've last bought them. So now I'm kind of like, I'm interested in getting a whole new set.
Right. Well, the thing is,
I want them to match.
And honestly, for the cost of two batteries, which you get in the toolkit, for the cost of two batteries, you can get the whole new toolkit typically, because the batteries are like $100+ a piece.
Yeah.
And you can get a new drill. Or even if you don't get the whole set, even if you just get the new drill with just a charger and two batteries, you're looking just over $200. So why in the world are you not gonna just buy it?
This one from Rigid's advertised for $179.
So,
2 drills and a couple of batteries.
So yeah, and if you went and bought 2 batteries, you'd be paying more than that. Mm-hmm. So I mean, that you sort of gets you there. That's why whenever I see if everyone has the same kinds of tools within the company, what I will do if I see that brand go on sale, for their cheapest drill or whatever, I'll go buy up a lot of those drills, although I'll never even use the drills because I just want the batteries, So, yeah, it's one of those things.
How about this one? How about a stud finder? How about a good stud finder? Do you ever... Here's the number, 864-235-550. If you guys need a stud finder,
no one's
call
ever
877-235-9405.
No one's ever heard that joke, for sure. Yeah, stud finders are good to have.
No, they really are. Well, I get frustrated because I always feel like they're never as accurate as I want them to be.
Right.
And maybe it's because I buy cheap ones, but this one's cool. This is the Pro Sensor 710. The cool thing about the Pro Sensor 710 is that instead of just one little light that tells you where the stud starts and stops, it has 13. So what you do is you hold it up on the wall. Wherever there's wood, lights fire up to mark the exact width of the stud. No more guessing. No more trying to figure out, all right, where is this? Because I've always been skeptical about stud finders and whether or not they're actually helping me out here. But this is affordable. It's $50 through Amazon.com, or you can check it out. Or you can check it out from the manufacturer's website, FranklinSensors.com. All right, so you're in a workspace and you need some light. Have you seen these? I think these are called Stiker. Again, forgive me for my pronunciation. It's S-T-I-K-E-R, Stiker or sticker. Magnetic light mines. They're shaped like mines. They're pretty cool looking. These magnetic LED light mines look cool, but they're also incredibly useful as freestanding 360-degree lights. They'll stick to magnetic surfaces, and the lighting is fully adjustable, creating a convenient and hands-free light source anytime and any place he needs it. Another similar tool is the Joby Gorilla Torch. Have you heard of that one?
Nope.
I've seen this one before.
Joby Gorilla Torch.
Yes. It's the go-everywhere DIYer's tool. It's strong, flexible legs that wrap around just about anything, helpful in an attic or a crawl space, and it shoots a beam of light out that's adjustable. It has adjustable brightness, which illuminates the work area. It's one of the best tools for flexible, adjustable, hands-free lighting. Yeah, very helpful.
That one would definitely be more helpful to people like me than the other one, just because there's not always a magnetic surface around, and there's always something to wrap something around.
That's true, absolutely.
So, yeah.
And then one last one here on this list is the Bosch laser distance measurer. I feel like there's got to be a better name for this. The Bosch laser distance measurer.
Measurer. Right. That sounds like some of the words I say. Just throw an extra syllable in there.
So a millimeter is the difference between doing a job right and failing completely, especially in the cabinets I just built in my office. They were driving me nuts. Make sure that you never have to guess again. Forget about the tape measure and use this laser
distance measurer
to get exact measurements to get the job done. It's simple to read, easy to use. You'll only need to measure once with Bosch. I like the Bosch. I had a really good Bosch miter saw. It got stolen. I was so upset.
Where did it get stolen from?
My backyard.
What was it doing in your backyard?
I was building a shed.
So you were actually in the middle of the project when it got stolen.
Yeah. And I actually thought, hey, you know what?
I can leave it out here
It's
for one
late.
night.
I'm just going to leave it out here for one night.
That's all it takes.
Sure enough, it was not Christmas Eve. It was Thanksgiving. It was the day before Thanksgiving. I wake up, look out the window, and I'm like, where's all my stuff?
Yeah. Especially around that time of year. That's when things start walking even faster. So
what do? I call the cops, right? I want to file a report. My stuff's been stolen. Well, what'd you do? Well,
I left it in the backyard.
Yeah. So he looks at me like, that wasn't smart. And I'm like, I thought it's my house. It's my yard. I thought I could at least leave it here. Golly.
Did you call him Captain Obvious?
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Captain Obvious.
So anyway, that wraps up our list for now. Hopefully, if you're hitting crunch time this Christmas season, we were able to help out with an idea or two on our list that'll pull you out of the weeds. Thank you so much for joining us on the Home Pros Radio Show podcast. As always, please feel free to share our program with others and click the subscribe button so you can keep up to date with every new episode as it's released. I'm Tommy Donovan with RIC Home Inspections. Here's wishing you a very Merry Christmas from all of us at the Home Pros Radio Show.
Thanks for listening to the Home Pros Radio Show. Meet more Home Pros at homeprosradio.com. There, you can also catch full episodes of our show, along with additional information to ensure that your home is in perfect shape. It's the Home Pros Radio Show, brought to you by Prime Lending, home loans made simple. The Home Pros Radio Show, online at homeprosradio.com or on the radio at 94.5 WGTK, The Answer.